What am I gonna do? Oh, Mr. Cockatoo, oh yeah, we really stop me. Oh, what them a gonna do? Fi stop me. Oh Lord, what them a gonna do? Fi stop a cockatoo. Ah, what them a gonna do? Fi stop me. 'Cause some a float like butterflies, sting like better than the punch of Mohammed Ali. Them a bust them shot, fling stone at and still a little thing they cannot stop cockatoo. So how would them go do to stop a cockatoo? And when them a go do to stop me, Jaja really love me. Cockatoo, you God bless big me, you see. Oh, them can't really stop me. Oh Lord, so how would them go do to get to cockatoo? And now when them a go do to stop me, me produce all of them Henry. Alright, me produce all of them Henry. Come me say in a Jamaica and over the sea, everyone want to hear the little cockatoo, so me flash it in a style and a harmony. And everyone talking about me, you see. The one when them a go do is to be, but I love, and when them a go do is to me. What them a go do? What them gonna say? Oh, so where them a do, and where them a say? Hey, where them a do, and where them a say? Catch it, where them a do, and where them a say? I know Jaja love me, and I'm a God bless pick me, so them can't control me now. Oh, so I with them a go do fi catch me. Alright, and with them a go do fi stop me. Oh yes, I with them go do fi go cockatoo. What am I gonna do? Oh, fi stop cockatoo. Oh yeah, fi really stop me. Oh, with them a go do fi stop me. Oh Lord, with them go do fi stop a cockatoo. I with them a go do fi stop me. 'Cause some a float like butterflies, sting like better than the punch of Mohammed Ali. Them a bust them shot, fling stone at and still a little thing they cannot stop cockatoo. So how would them go do to stop a cockatoo? And when them a go do to stop me, Jaja really love me. Cockatoo, you God bless big me, you see. Oh, them can't really stop me. Oh Lord, so how would them go do to get to cockatoo? And now when them a go do to stop me, me produce all of them Henry. Alright, me produce all of them Henry. Come me say in a Jamaica and over the sea, everyone want to hear the little cockatoo, so me flash it in a style and a harmony. And everyone talking about me, you see. The one when them a go do is to be, but I love, and when them a go do is to me. What them a go do? What them gonna say? Oh, so
yes. Greetings with the original. 3 minutes past 7, Rocket. Yeah man, things and times. With the original. Reflection evening, communication. Looking at the sisters, them, the women, the mothers. Yes, man. Caribbean. Hope say when I get the message, you know, linked. Yeah, I tell you.
Better than the punch of Mohammed Ali. Them a bust them shot, fling stone at and still a little thing they cannot stop.
We are communicate black love. We are look for the sisters, them. We are reflect things that went on in the last couple days also. You understand? These are different things. Check it.
What am I gonna do? Oh, Mr. Cockatoo. Oh,
we did it, man.
We really stop me. Oh, with them a go do fi stop me. Oh Lord, with them a go do fi stop a cockatoo. Ah, with them a go do fi stop me. 'Cause some a float like butterflies, sting like better than the punch of Mohammed Ali. them a bust them shot.
I run through the thing quick.
Still a little thing they cannot stop cockatoo. So how would them go do to stop a cockatoo?
London nice.
And when them a go do to stop me, Jaja really love me. Cockatoo, you God bless picnic, you see. Oh, them can't really stop me. Oh Lord, so how would them go do big to cockatoo?
And the culture expression, things and times. I tell you. Reflection.
Alright, we produce a lot.
Communication.
Come say in a Jamaica and over the sea. Everyone want to hear the little cockatoo. So they
spread the black love
and harmony. And everyone talking about me, you see.
All about the women.
But I don't want them a go do to stop me. What them a go do? What them gonna say? Oh, so when them a do, and when them a say, when them a do, and when them a say, when them a do, and when them a say, I know that you love me. And I'm a God bless a big me.
And I tell you that, man.
So them can't control me now. Oh, so how with them a go do to catch me? Alright, and when them a go do to stop me? Oh yes, I would them go do to get cockatoo. So how with them a go do to stop me? Oh, when them a do and when them a say and when them a do and when them a do, when them a do and when them a do. What am I do? Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, Mr. Cockatoo. Oh yeah, we really stop me. Oh, what am I gonna do? Mr. Oh, what am I gonna do? Mr. Cockatoo. I when them a gonna do? Mr. Me. 'Cause some a float like butterflies, sting like. Other than the punch of my one meat that lead them a bust them shot. Please do not turn. Still a little thing they cannot stop cockatoo. So how different stop a cockatoo. And when them a go do this stop me. Jaja really love me. Cockatoo, you God bless picnic, you see. Oh, them can't really stop me. Oh Lord. So how would them go do big to cockatoo? And now when them a go do to stop me. Me produce a lot of Henry. Alright, me produce a lot of Henry. Come say in a Jamaica and over the sea. Everyone want to hear the little cockatoo. So they flash it in a style and a harmony. And everyone talking about me, you see. So when them a go do to stop me. But I don't want them a go do to stop me. What them a go do? What them gonna say? Oh, so when them a do, and when them a say, when them a do, and when them a say, catch it. When them a do, and when them a say, I know that you love me, and I'm a.
Something different. Listen, VP. Enough honor, enough respect. It's London. Yes, Mr. Best there. Bombshell. Communicating black love. Listen.
Busy life is a chopper. While you at your work, your fish stay on the upper. Those who disagree choose the way over the bar. Those who blend right in choose the book on the line. Bomber drop, damn you!
See, I tell him I'm there on the spot. VP. Now forget one man, this is London. Communicating black love, we are talking about the woman. Our mothers, our wives, our daughters. Enough respect to them, honor them, love them, cherish them. gonna be heavy. Trust me.
In the streets, busy life is a chopper. While you at your work, your fish stay on the upper. Those who disagree choose the way over the bar. Those who blend right in
no
choose
contracts.
the book on the laptop. Who have ears to hear, listen to what mama said. Sit down in a church and be quiet and pray. You're taking on the wrong pledge. Your life not granted, so your story echoes in my head. What I felt,
Shamily, cause we do the things different.
What I've shown, never be, never see. Oh, to see what might happen. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never free, never me. So I up the unforgiven.
This is the story of a man I used to know. He never listened to his dad and mother words. He found shelter in a wrong place. Friends with a screw face, then killed by their wrong ways. Justice no kind, it's vision blind. Forward with the sentence, no judge can rewind. Rest indeed, rest in peace, rest in me.
What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never be, never see. Oh, to see what might happen. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never free, never me. So I love the unforgiven.
There's still a place that once you call your own. Not a war zone, not a funeral home. Silence, no more music, no sound. Under the moonlight in a small town. Guiltiness rests on their shoulders. So for the wicked man, his days are numbered. Rest in the air, rest in me.
What I felt, I've known. Never free, never leave. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never be, never see. Oh, to see what might happen. What I felt, what I've known, never shine through in what I've shown. Never free, never me.
Yeah, man, we did it. See? We did a chop show. See?
Bomber drop, damn you!
Yeah, man, we did it. Something different. VP.
Tell me what you're ready for.
Yeah, man, enough love.
Tell me what you're ready for.
Yeah, we want you to share a link, you know. Because we are those things around here different, see? So appreciate we and check it out and spread it. Yes, man.
Mr. Harding.
Tell me what you're ready for.
VP.
Tell me what you're ready for. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it happen when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no.
Tell
We're
your
ready
friends,
for go
man, we do it
ceiling,
different.
no. And it
See?
happen when we set it and we wheel it out, no.
Unlimited barriers. VP Records.
What is in an open road that should frighten you and make you lose your composure? The mind can be your greatest foe when you do not know.
Yeah, we want to spread the word, spread the link. Cultural expression, things in time, reflection Thursdays. Listen, man.
Mr. Harding.
A communication we are dealing with. When I set up no enterprise,
Tell me what you're
information.
ready for. We're ready for the feeling, no.
Tell them.
We're never gonna be let down,
See?
no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And
Different.
it's happened when we set it and we wheel it
I best
out,
listen.
no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're
Spread
ready
the
for
word.
go ceiling, no. And it's
It's
happened when
different.
we set it and we wheel it out, no. What is in an open road that should frighten you and make you lose your composure?
Tell them.
The mind can be your greatest foe when you do not know what's lurking over your shoulder.
Teach them.
But energy will light your way. It's not
Explain it to them.
accidental in the life of a soldier. In this battle for a brighter day, it's obvious if you slay the things that try to hold ya. So just forget about the past mistakes and all that didn't take and all the non-believers. We side the ones who don't have what it takes. I love to war and trace so they cannot deceive us. The sun comes out to shine on every face, and in a blazing phase it strips away the pretense. They lose their way, trying to keep the
Tell the
pace while we
friends, now tell
effortlessly
you.
breaking down the fences. We ready for the feeling, no.
Yo, listening
We're
time.
never gonna
Are
be
your son
let
listening?
down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no.
VP
We're ready
Records.
for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. I don't know when I let this voice of dissent come in and
Listen,
mess with my
Adja
head
9.
when I'm so naturally blessed. Yes, the sacrifices I people made, reparations are still unpaid, but my potential is unrestrained.
See me I try show you something different with the boat. You understand? We have a selecting name principle. I man best about. We are talk up the thing. We not hold back nothing. We are go through. See it? Different. We come with something completely different to the other man them bout there. You understand? And we not disrespect them, you know. But 1000% of music and no conversation, no direction, disaster. Listen again.
Mr. Harding.
It's about
Tell me what
changes.
you're ready for.
VP,
Tell me what you're ready for. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down,
And
no.
that we are
We're
sitting
ready
on.
for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out,
Yo,
no.
share my link,
We're ready
man.
for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no.
Islington,
We're ready
Hackney,
for go
Stuart Newington,
ceiling, no.
Haringey,
And it's
Turnpike
heaven when we
Lane.
set it and we wheel
and Mr.
it
Best
out,
this man,
no.
Tipper Tone, listen.
What is in an open road that should frighten you and make
Daddy
you lose your
Bone.
composure? The
Selector.
mind can be your greatest
See?
foe when you do not know what's lurking over your shoulder. But energy will light your way. It's not accidental in the life of a soldier.
Teach them.
In this battle for a brighter day, it's obvious if you slay the things that try to hold ya.
Remind
so just
them.
forget about the past mistakes and all that didn't take and all the non-believers. We
Spread
side
it.
the ones who don't have what it takes. I love to war and trace so they cannot deceive us. The sun
Teach.
comes out to shine on every face, and in a blazing phase it strips away the pretense.
Teach.
They lose their way, trying to keep the pace while we effortlessly breaking down the fences. We ready for the feeling, no.
Janine.
We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out, no. We're ready for the feeling, no. We're never gonna be let down, no. We're ready for go ceiling, no. And it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it
Very
out,
important,
no.
man.
I don't know when I let this voice of dissent come in and mess with my head when I'm so
Listen.
naturally blessed. Yes, the sacrifices I people made, reparations are still unpaid.
See?
But my potential is unrestrained and I'm about to reveal it, no. I just forget about the past mistakes and all that didn't take and all the non-believers. We side the ones who don't have what it takes. I love to war and trace. No, they cannot deceive us. The sun comes down to shine on every face, and in a blazing
Black
face, it
Love
strips away the
this evening.
pretense.
A
They lose
serious
their way,
program.
trying to keep the pace
Listen
while we
carefully.
effortlessly breaking down the fence.
And
If we
share
ready
it
for the feeling, no.
with your mother,
We're never gonna be
your
let
girlfriend,
down.
your wife,
No, we're ready for go
your
ceiling.
sister,
No,
your
and
brother,
it's heaven when we set
your
it and
uncle,
we
your
wheel
auntie,
it
may I tell
out.
you?
No, we're ready for the feeling. No,
up there.
we're never gonna be let down. No, we're ready for go ceiling. No, and it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out. No, we're ready for the feeling. No, we're never gonna be let down. No,
VP.
we're ready for go ceiling. No, and it's heaven when we set it and we wheel it out. No, we're ready
Janine.
for the feeling. No, we're never gonna be let down. No, we're ready for go ceiling. No, and it's heaven
Things
when we
and
set it
times,
and we wheel
cultural
it out.
expression.
No,
Teaching black people.
tell me what you're ready for.
Janine,
Tell me what you're ready for.
click your plasma TV and click your filter on your box. May I tell you, man, don't sit around like a fox. See, this is different. May I tell you.
When them want to stress me is a spliff me get. When me make the money, none of them now have a intergate. Man I suffer long time. Man want famous long before.
You see, them go a carnival forget what? Some corn. Watch it.
When them want to stress me is a spliff me get. When me make the money, none of them now have a intergate. Man I suffer long
VP,
time. Man want
watch it.
famous long before the internet.
I'm banking on no hope.
When them want to stop me say don't try. God in my corner, I'm a blessing them they close by. When the enemies them try approach I, them don't know me stepping with the most high.
Yeah, we put your first and second and third. Watch your blessings come forth, blessings come forth. Yo, it is a miracle to make your thing shot and not end up a gun court, end up a gun court. Growing up on the banks of the hope. Never give up and we never
teach.
lose hope. And we never sell out and never sell dope. No ironically, everything where we say the
Principle.
same.
Things are stuck, them used to do time in case you never know. Now them have to keep up with the flow. Rum blood, ready a land and them know some man a pro.
A London this, you know.
roll out for the show. Unruly step out, clean from head to toe. Oh, roll colder than a snow. And not just now, cause we making lot of dough. Remember man a start from we a grow. Y'all pull out me corner and play up in my fro. Hear me now, ya car, we not going below, no. Not afraid of anything when them a throw. Me brothers ask come have a message for the
We
phone.
put your first and second and third. Watch your blessings come forth, blessings come forth. Yo, it is a
Teach.
miracle to make your thing shot and not end up a gun court, end up a gun court. Growing up on the banks of the hope.
Hey, watch ya now.
Never give up and we never lose hope. Never sell out and never sell down. Never remix everything when we say the say no. Hey, watch ya. Me go back and tie up on the river bank, yeah. Now we getting money till we live a bank.
Yeah, now.
Drop the old river, poppy, drop the four river. See
Pop
like no,
them,
you
man,
know
pop
we
them.
have to find a bigger bank tree. Them want to stop the flow just like a river dam, but I'm no river man, so me no give a damn. We pray for the deliverance, think we did have ambition, but it seem like Jaja have a bigger plan. First and second and third, watch your blessings come forth, blessings come forth. Yo, it is a miracle to make your thing shot and not end up a gun court, end up a gun court. Growing up on the banks of the hope. Never give up and we never lose hope. Never sell out and never sell dope. No irony.
Yo, please, share the link. So we are do things different out here.
When everybody pray this, Sasko and Papi making it.
Communicating black love. I tell you.
The one that tavern, hope that back to come and Tin Mackerel have to kill
Music
the
is the
carbon
educational tool.
The one that freeway ya Barbican. Tin Mackerel have to kill the carbon I go bout for summer now. The one that St. Thomas back to come and Tin Mackerel have to kill the carbon I go bout for summer now.
Listen. Yo, Islington, are your son this, you know? Mr. Best, me I tell you. Lick it back. Tell their friend. Tell everybody. Pass the link. Share it. Lighty. Live up. Listen. Yard style. VP.
No, 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 no.
Big boat here.
You never put up a fight, no.
Scene.
Paradise Club. Just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not your show. Silence. You never put up a fight, no.
Why?
Paradise Club. Just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not your show.
Pump up the volume.
We're spending time on the regular. We'll pass the days when you just call me on my cellular.
See my brethren them? Not one of them ratty call I. See? Your body? Yeah. Yo, soul? Which one? Your last out. I best this. Principal, VP, selections. Listen, consciousness.
Never put up a fight, no.
No.
Paradise Club. Just know me like we knew we never
Pump
had
up
to
the
say
volume.
your word, not your show. Silence. You never put up a fight,
Teach
no.
them, teach them.
Paradise Club. Just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not your show.
Pump up the volume.
We're spending time on the regular.
See?
We'll pass the days when you just call me on my cellular.
See?
If I'm the book, then you're the editor.
See?
Cause you know we always bringing out the best in.
Tell
it's
them.
not a rushing man.
Like you
Even
don't
though
have
you
my
cuss
number,
me cause I stress you,
teach
I'm
them.
not noting man. It's just a trusting man.
See?
Doing life together, got each other, I'm not noting. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise.
It's confusion.
Like we knew we never had to say your
And
word,
best
not
of the
your
what?
song.
Solution.
Silence, baby. You never put up a fight, no.
Settle my stroke.
You just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not
You
your
know, say we
song.
love you like cook food.
Silence. Remember when you did that check for me and buy me sweetie down a halfway tree? So Paradise Club, who you are run from, I give you my love, boy. He's not a rushing man. Even though you cuss me cause I stress you, I'm not noting man. It's just a trusting man. Doing life together, got each other. You never put up a fight.
What a
no.
scene.
You just know me like we knew we
Pump
never
up the
had
volume,
to say
pump
your
up
word,
the
not your
volume.
sound. Silence, I don't wanna fight. You never put up a fight. I don't wanna fight. You just know me like we never say your word, not your sound.
She put in.
Silence, telling you the truth, got nothing left for proof. And if you leave it up to me, you know we'll make it. I've opened up to you, oh boy, what can I do? I wanna know if it's true, woo, 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 woo. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise. You just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not to sound. Silence, baby. You never put up a fight, no. Paradise. You just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not a sound. Silence, you never put up a fight, no. You just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not to sound.
What a scene.
Silence, baby.
Yeah,
You
man.
never put up a fight, no.
Weak the tone and tell the
You
people.
just know me like we knew we never had to say your word, not a sound.
Ah. You can't stop this, man. Too good. VP.
I defend them and them from country to town.
Teach.
Changes I make enough things at all.
See what me I try show now? The people that go on like say they don't make no music at Jamaica, I lie them I tell. They would just want to play a nasty tune for I see all the woman pussy and all kind of nonsense. You understand me? I love my mother, I love my sister, I love my niece, I love my girls, I love my family. You understand? So I come black people now. Somebody got try change, you know. For what? For what? Eh? I tell you, man, communication in Black Love this evening. Watch it. Queen Ifrica. Wow! Turn up the volume.
Oh, me sound, oh, me sound, oh, me sound.
Share my link.
I defend them and them from country to town.
Decency. Come on, share the link.
Changes I make and no things I talk.
Same.
On them and them behalf. Give thanks with the road 876 road walk.
Same.
Tough them no stop. I tell tuggy tuggy, sab huggy huggy. Bedroom door open up, appear lovey dovey. Only other two things coulda make them feel away. Only God and money. Right now only a shaken. You can't take me no play man.
Same.
Marsha, Coco Pallet and Codetta, the road they them a stay on. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, soft and cushy, look prettier than with paper. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, soft and cushy, pushy, pushy, pushy. A lot of them stance, no matter what the circumstance. A the girl them alone I get a chance, it only my task. I can't wait drive fast, cause you can't come without finance. Right now some live to eat and some eat to see. Some fear fit to eat and make people see. Them will lie, cry, cover them eyes, and say them never get to see. Only a J-Con, you can't take fi no play man. Marsha and Coco Pallet and Codetta, the road that them a stay on. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. She have up her bushy, soft her cushy, look freer than with paper. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. She have up her bushy, soft and cushy, cushy, cushy. Fishy changes I make, no things I talk. On them and them behalf. Give thanks for the road 876 road walk.
Listen.
Tough them no soft. Hot and tuggy tuggy, soft huggy huggy. Bedroom door open up, appear lovey dovey. Only other two things coulda make them feel away. Only God and money. Right now only a J-Con. You can't take fi no play man. Marsha, Coco Pallet and Codetta, the road that them a stay on. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, soft her cushy, look freer than with paper. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, warm and cushy, pushy, pushy. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, soft her cushy, look freer than with it. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea. Shape up her bushy, warm and cushy. Oh me sound, oh me sound, oh me sound. I defend them and them from country to town. Jamaican man them love to see when the girls them fat around the sea.
And I lie, you joke. VP, yeah, Miss T.
I got a question. What would you do for love? What would you do? I'm not trying to pressure, but before I give this to you, you got to be true. I'll give it one more time. I'll give you one more time. 'Cause I can't deny your love, your love, your love. Yeah.
selector. More music and less
Married you.
I'm not trying to pressure, but before I give this to you, you got to be true. I'll give it one more time. I'll give it one more time.
I want to marry you.
'Cause I can't deny your love, your love, your love. Yeah, I wanna be where you are.
See?
Right now, I wanna be where you are.
Married me.
With the lights out, I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. 'Cause there ain't no question.
You must be my wife.
My door is open for you. I wanna be the one you run to. Yeah. Hey, call it obsession, but my body's calling for you. I'm falling for you. I give it one more try. I give it one more try. 'Cause I can't deny your love, your love, your love. I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. With the lights out, I wanna be where you are. Right now, I wanna be where you are. Don't you wanna be?
Sweet man. I want to marry you, you know.
Don't you wanna be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna be.
12 tribes. Make 12 of them. See?
'Cause I wanna be.
Stamina. VP. Yeah, man. VP.
Yeah, you're my selector. More music and less
See? Last one.
Yes, me, I stay, yes.
Yeah, you see, when we go yard, we go there. We are England right now. New York. Yeah, Jamaica Avenue. Misty.
Yes, me, I stay, yes. Now I got away now. Yes, me, I stay, yes. I wouldn't wanna run away. That's a no-no. Oh, yes, I'm born and raised.
As some people that say, wait, best you can play a tune all this time, yeah? Why not? You know, say I take a tune. Yes!
Yes, me, I stay, yes.
Sensible, man.
Now I got away now. Yes, me, I stay, yes.
Do it! Mr.
I wouldn't wanna run
Barris.
away. That's a no-no. Oh, yes, I'm born and raised. Yes, I'm grow. Oh, so no politician and no tribal war. Not even immigration.
to the select about here.
Can't stay away. Can't stay away. The system is one big hustling, and it's the same old story. Mama slaves, my brothers in jail for nothing. Can't afford good representation. So you know we've gotta make a difference. Call up a conference, yes. Like the march of the ants, yeah.
Hey, you know the tune? You forgot the tune, man. Go on, selector.
Some people might be listening while relaxing and asking, is this an invasion? But no,
and the privacy.
It's an intrusion,
Chill
yes,
them.
into what you were doing. Tell me, can you guarantee that I'll be okay? Or tell me, do I have to run away? Away from this land of sunshine and lots of wonderful people. Away from this land, good vibes and reggae music, yeah. Yes. I wouldn't wanna run away. That's a no-no. I saw me born and raised. Yes, I'm Negro. Not even politicians. No travel war. Not even immigration couldn't keep me from
VP. Sweet.
Can't keep me from this little island. No, from Negra to St. Thomas Point.
Little bit of geography.
Do what I want to do. Play, never play. Bring 'em out.
Let's start.
Bit of geography. And the last one before we go into the conversation, but then we have to come third way. Listen, big bad tune. Yes, Mr. Riley.
More music and less start.
Coming for the food, I'm gonna come here, coming for the food, I'm gonna come here, coming for my food, I'm gonna come here, and if you don't want food back, I can get this one nice like legend, be the splash right, and I got some more with 6 black eyes, so we gotta play twice.
Nobody taking my space. Don't know the risk that we take just to put food on the plate. Hit no Sunday today, lightning and turn the earthquake. Think you can walk in my shoes, man? You can't even tie the laces. Man, hungry, hungry, so turn to anger. Then anger turn to danger. Hey, me no want nobody come and tell me about my temper. No
your veranda and think it's cool. Forget I used to suffer well.
Coming to dinner.
Yeah. Everywhere in the world, everybody need food. Hot on fire.
Coming to dinner.
Ever get on youth where you plan to shoot? You don't know nothing but pain. You never walk through the flame. You never fend for yourself. That's a shame. Well, I never wanted a silver spoon engraved with my name. Watch the lion in the zoo. Him not tame, man hungry. Hungry soon turn to anger. When anger turn to danger. Hey, me no want nobody come and tell me about my temper. Hot colder than December. And yes, me do remember those hopeless nights alone without no supper. So yes, dinner. Better have my food, man. Better have my food, man. Yeah.
Bad tune. Yeah, man. Natty Dreadlocks. Yeah, so we do things out here different. You see? This program you call now Things and Times. So we give a selection of music and we give some documentaries and we'll continue to talk about our conditions and circumstances in the United Kingdom and across the diaspora. So right now we are going to Third World because we are promote the something. Yeah, man, Third World. You see how people are going and say like there's no good music at Jamaica. Lie them, I tell you no. Them just want to play a nasty tune, vulgarity, you understand? And confuse our children. Even some of our old heads. They might get heart attack and stroke. Watch it, man. Leave the young girls them alone and make them put on them clothes and keep themselves moderate and decent. See? Adapt me, I say. Can't change. What? Change the clothes. Yeah. Third World. Tell your friends, man.
Let him be praised continually. Kibirla Amlak Imaskan. Glory to Jah, let him be praised. He will take us by the hand. Lead us to the wonderland.
Got to be careful.
Be good, we'll be careful.
Sin, must be careful.
And do the best that we can.
Islington.
Kibirla Amlak Imasgan.
Are your son this, you know? He thinks me gone.
Glory to Jah, let him be praised.
Listen. Yes.
He will take us by
shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find his sheep when they are lost.
I tell you well, listen.
A shepherd got the sheep at any cost. We are sheep in meadow. King David.
Intellectual honesty, listen.
Slew Goliath with one smooth stone. King David. A shepherd boy rules Israel's throne. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no care the cost. We are sheep in meadow. Queen of Sheba. Visit Solomon, Line of David's throne. Queen of Sheba. Then birth the son, Ethiopia's own. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep at any cost. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. Jah Rastafari. Crown King of Kings, Lord of Lords. Jah Rastafari. The Prince of Peace, elect of God. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find the sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no care the cost. We are sheep in meadow. Shepherd never give up on his flock. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep no matter what. We are sheep in meadow. A shepherd find his sheep when they are lost. We are sheep in meadow, sheep in meadow. A shepherd got the sheep at any cost. We are sheep in meadow.
Yes, we're there with the thing now. So here what now? I hope you enjoy that musical interlude. We are going to the educational program now. So listen. Malachi Shabazz, we are talking about the women. We are communicate about women. How much we love them, honor them, and must respect them and protect them. Listen.
One thing that I became aware of in my traveling recently through Africa and the Middle East, in every country that you go to, usually the degree of progress can never be separated from the woman. If you're in a country that's progressive, the woman is progressive. If you're in a country that reflects a consciousness toward the importance of education, it's because the woman is aware of the importance of education. But in every backward country, you'll find the women are backward. And in every country where education is not stressed, it's because the women don't have education. So one of the things I became thoroughly convinced of in my recent travels is the importance of giving freedom to the woman, giving her education, and giving her the incentive to get out there and put that same spirit and understanding in the children. And I frankly am proud of the contribution that our women have made in the struggle for freedom. And I'm one person who's for giving them all of the leeway possible, because they've made a greater contribution than many of us men. And one of the best ways that they can help is to encourage the man, try and inspire him to be more militant, and turn him away from being non-violent and passive and meek and Uncle Tomish. Make him aware that the black woman wants to see her man be a man, instead of around here using religion as an excuse to be a coward, and some of the things that he's been reflecting here lately.
Freedom by any means necessary was the battle slogan of Malcolm X, for he knew that in America the condition of the vast majority of the 22 million black people is very close to the condition of 11 million Africans under the fascist South African regime.
We are deal with it. Listen, part 2.
This is part true. And you won't find very many people who are Afro-American who will admit it. But if it is true, why? It is true that there is a sluggishness, intellectual sluggishness, academic sluggishness in almost any Negro community. But this exists only because of the result that has come upon us through years and years of slavery and being held down in this society. And this is why I made reference to the book Crisis in Black and White. This particular man gives a very good scientific analysis as to why this lethargy exists in the Negro community. It is something that has been created by the system. The system is designed to make the Negro student lose his interest in education almost before he even gets started in school. And the parents, usually, who are also limited where education is concerned and who have run into so many barriers and obstacles, despite the fact they had education, sometimes they ask themselves, what's the use? So as long as the system that we are in exists, and this system, the survival of this system, depends upon the continued exploitation of the black man in this country. The survival of it depends upon the continued degrading of the black man in this country, and the necessity of using us as the whipping boy and the alibi and the excuse. As long as this system exists, then you will find that our people will have the same attitude toward education. And they have a justified, I should say, they have an attitude that can be explained. But at the same time, the burden rests upon the leaders of the Afro-American community to try and instill within the youth especially the desire to further their education, because without it, you're not going anywhere on this earth today.
And that is very true. The reason we play that, there's some people that believe that we should take our children them out of the national curriculum in this country if we had something in place. But we don't. So we should share the burden. You understand? We should homeschool as well as them go state school. See? That's what supplementary education was meant for. There was a main reason for having supplementary education, so we can give them cultural values and give them African or Caribbean education also. You understand? That we depict ourselves, because you know, say the education down there is still colonial education, no matter how you twist or turn. But when we don't have the facilities to support those families or those individuals to bring about supplementary education, then state education we may have. So to survive in a man country, how you going to do that? We don't have no institution, we don't have no business, we don't have no platform, we don't have no banking system. Stop it.
Once your work is finished, don't watch the television. Once your work is finished, find something constructive to add to your mind. Have an hour for reading. And I don't mean read comic books. Read something that will make you know what's happening. So when you get in a conversation, you can sound intelligent even if you aren't. Do you hear me what I'm saying? Why, what kind of man want a wife today who can't hold a conversation? No, don't a man want to sit up and talk to you about babies. about Johnny needs some shoes. Your husband don't even want to hear that. One of the reasons you have trouble in your house is you can't carry an intelligent adult conversation. Right. When your husband was dead, you talk trash. That's all you talk, trash. Now he come out, he's a Muslim. He want to talk about Yaqub. He want to talk about the sun, moon, and star. He want to talk about cracking atoms. Even if he don't know what he's talking about, that's what he want to talk about. I'm telling you this so you won't lose your husband. All of you will agree that your husband is more serious once he became a Muslim than he was when he was a Christian. He's serious. Now, you can't hold no man down like you used to, talking some trash about sister so-and-so. I'm telling you, that would drive a man crazy. No, go get a book and read it. And then when he come in the house, start talking to him about something that's going to nourish his mind and nourish your mind. Read your lessons and talk about the lessons. But I'm going to tell you a strange thing. I don't want to get on this subject, but I'm going to tell you anyway. See, you've been so far away from this that if your husband sitting reading, studying, he can be reading beside you, studying something serious, you think he's ignoring you. But if he put down his book, and both of y'all sit and watch the TV together, that makes you happy, doesn't it? Why don't you think that he can read with you as easily as watch the television with you? I'm going to tell you why. You don't know enough about what he's reading. You don't know enough about what he's interested in, so that when he's doing what he's interested in, you feel left out. But the television is your level. Please forgive me for saying it. But the television is your level. You got a television brain, a television vocabulary, and you live in a television world. Now, as long as your man is spending time with you on your level, you're happy. But when he tries to get you into a world that's based on intellect, that's based on intelligence, that's based on nourishing that brain, you feel left out. And you are left out. I don't make you angry for saying this, do I? So this is good for you, because when you understand that, you know how to get him, and if you got him, you know how to keep him. But if you don't understand it, I'll guarantee you, you won't keep what you got, and you won't get what you got your eyes on. Do you understand that? That's the beginning. That's when you take your first step. But there's more to it than that. And what you and I want to do is get organized so not only can we take a step, we can dance a little bit. You understand? See, stepping is all right, walking is all right. But when you can use those legs, brother, to put down all kinds of action, then you got it made. Do you understand? Very good. The black man, by being the natural man and in accord with nature, has perfect control over all of his natural ability. He harmonizes it. He blends it. He rhythm, brother. He be racking your jaw singing the tune. Am I right or wrong? He's different. All that's the sun. All that shows you what you can do when you get in accord with nature, when you get in accord with your own nature, and when you be yourself. Do you understand? Now, whenever a man has to run a race, he has to have perfect control over both legs. Am I right? Whenever a man has to win a battle, he has to have perfect control over both arms, over both fists. Is that right or wrong? What controls his arms? His legs? No. What controls his legs? His arms? No. Neither. His head. The head controls both of them. The head keeps these arms coordinated, and the head keeps the legs coordinated. You must have a head in order to have coordination. You must have a head in order to have rhythm. In fact, you must have a head in order to have even a body.
See, that way I say. So where the head gone? Where's the head gone?
As I said, this book demonstrates that we are not as different as we like to think that we are. So what I'm going to go over real brief right now is what the attributes are of the good black woman. Since she's not on television, we may not recognize her. Okay. Now, the good black woman has 7 attributes, and then I'm going to explain to you how to utilize those in your day-to-day life. The good black woman has self-discipline, courteousness, cheerfulness, self-respect, intelligence, cleanliness, and love. Now, we've heard that terminology. You know, it's like one of those where they tell you pull yourself up by your own bootstraps. What do that mean? You know, how can I make that functional in my day-to-day life to benefit me as a practice? It sounds like all theory. Where's the practicum? What do I do? The good black woman has self-discipline. That's self-control. Let me make that real for you, sisters. We can start with our mouth. The good black woman can control her mouth. She don't have to say everything that comes up. It's okay if he get the last word sometime. You know, she don't cuss in public. And she works on not cussing in private. She don't tear a man down with her mouth because they can't out-argue us. Can't nobody out-argue us. I have charged that we nag our men too much. We keep our men's head tied up so much with our petty grievances about our personal relationship that he don't have time to think and plan for our future. Because he got to deal with what's going to happen with us every day. You know, it's real odd. When the black man come home, he almost have to do a wind test or stick his toe in the door. He don't know what's waiting. He don't know who in there today. He know it's a possibility that there's some kind of new monster that he didn't even know about yesterday. So, you know, we need to not make it like that. We need to not be so vicious with our mouth. You know, men are not petty like that. They're not going to out-argue us. And it has been proven that verbal abuse is just as harmful as physical abuse. So let's not use our mouth to do that to him. The good black woman is courteous. She says, thank you, baby. I appreciate you doing that. I appreciate every effort you make. Try harder. I'm going to work with you. Thank you. I know you did your best. Now that's a whole new language. But just to say that during the course of the day, every day, with the man that you're trying to be with or want to be with, will make our life easier. We can't get it if we don't give it. We keep wanting them to give us and do something for us that we refuse to do and give to them. It don't work like that. The good black woman has self-respect. She don't have to go out naked just to get the attention of a man. I have sisters all over the country, and they come up to me after the lectures, and they'll be talking to me, and they'll say, well, you know, all he think about is sex. All he think about is my body. I say, why don't you show him something else? And then here's the really good one. They'll come up and they'll have on a weave. They have on false eyelashes, another whole face, false fingernails, and all of that. And then they'll say, but I'm looking for a real man. It's real deep. I say, why? What do you want a real man for? The good black woman can pull a dress down without thinking that it devalues her. She doesn't have to use her body because she has so many other good attributes about herself to get the attention of a man. We can take the sisters in a position to take all of the charge and sexual energy out of the black community by just dressing differently. We have the power and control over that. That don't stop you from being beautiful. That don't stop you from getting a man. And it certainly puts things on the right perspective so some other judgments can be made other than physical. It don't take no knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to have a sexual reaction. That's the most base. We spend less time doing that than anything else we do. So, you know, that doesn't always have to be the forefront issue. We know we are capable of that. The good black woman has intelligence, meaning that she knows how to behave properly in the streets. She's not in the wrong place. Some of our women don't know what else to do other than go to the bar. They need some activities. Some of our women thinking that staying home on the weekend is some kind of sin. Some of our women think that if they don't have a new outfit to wear every day, that they're going to self-destruct. You know, we have a lot of just that kind of nonsense going. Every time we buy new outfits and clothes or whatever, all we're doing is sending money out of our community. We don't own no clothing stores. If the white man closed the shoe factory, we'd all be here barefooted tonight. We don't own no shoe factories. You know, very base things that we don't own, that we put our money into and demand we have to have them. A lot of times our men look at us and know that he ain't never going to be able to make enough money to give us all of the things we say we want. And don't no man want to be with no woman who he constantly got to deny her the things that she says she wants. That represents failure to him, to have to always, you know, not be able to provide us with what we ask for. One of the ways we can do that is to start being satisfied with less. You know, the good black woman is clean. Now that's a hard one. The good black woman try to keep the house clean. Good black woman is clean by her own body. You know, a lot of those things we kind of take for granted, but all of our people don't know about that. There are people who are angry with me because I even describe the fact that some of us as sisters don't have the proper personal hygiene, as if that don't exist. We have too much falsehood and pretense going about our condition. Everybody that's dressed up ain't clean. You know, that's just the truth. We have to look at our condition in the light of truth. Stop reacting emotionally and pretending that just because we don't want to deal. One of the most difficult things that I deal with out here is trying to teach our people the difference between an actual fact and an opinion. Our people think that they can accept or reject truth based on how they feel about it. Your feelings don't change the truth. The truth is just going to be there. You can feel any kind of way you want to feel about it. Those kind of emotions have kept us from growing. Because anything we don't like, we just reject that and say, well, I don't believe that. That don't mean that it's not the truth. It just makes you a disbeliever. The good black woman practices non-possessive loving. Now, y'all know that's a hard one. Now, envy is wanting what someone else has. And jealousy, of course, is just selfishness. Non-possessive loving is not an easy one for us to practice. And, of course, I have a lot of sisters and some brothers who are in disagreement with me saying that. But the actual fact is that our men are outnumbered about 5 to 1. And nature is going to require that the men take responsibility for more than one woman and her children. Most of our men have children by more than one woman anyway. So I don't know why that was such a surprise, allegedly, when I said that. The black man has not been waiting on me to tell him he could have more than one woman. You know, I'm in agreement with the rest of y'all. I don't think he should do that, but I feel like you did. There are some things perhaps about the nature of our man that we have been given some definitions about that are not true. There are some things he can do that we call him a dog. We do not have the same capabilities as a man. I am not talking about fornication and adultery. That's something else. I'm talking about actual responsibility of fatherhood and husbandhood of another family. That's quite different from fornication and adultery. We don't have the same capabilities of them. That's right. A man can have 2 homes, 2 sets of in-laws. He can eat dinner at 2 houses, 2 sets of children, 2 garages, 2 separate sets of friends attached to that woman. He can have all of that. We can't do that. We can't cook dinner at 2 houses. We can't sleep with one man 4 nights a week and another one 3. Ain't no man gonna agree with that. We can't have one set of children we leave in one place and go and stay in another place and take care of another set. It doesn't work for us. Now that does not mean that we can't have sex with more than one man. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about just taking responsibility for your children. Now certainly every man can't take financial responsibility for all of his children. He can do something. But a man who is spending time with a child is going to do something for it. Because then they'll find out what we have since we've been taking care of them by ourselves. You don't like to always say, no, I can't do it. No, I ain't got it. So the children will make you get it up. You spend some time with it. You know, that's an important thing. The effectiveness of the principles that I just described, their usefulness has not diminished just because modern opinion has changed about them. There is not a black man in this room who does not still enjoy it if his woman bake him a cake. Well, our young daughters are being raised and taught that that's old style and that's out of fashion. We are not making those rules. Somebody else is, and they're imposing them on us and making us think that we have to qualify under them. I tell the brothers, just like I tell the sisters, if you have a woman that you've been working with for months or years, and you can't get that woman to get in agreement with your program, then get rid of her and get another one. And I tell the sisters the same thing. If you're with a man you can't agree with, don't make his life miserable. Get with a man you can agree with. But we spend too much time living in hell with each other. We spend too much time tearing each other down, trying to make the other person do different or function different. If you want somebody to change, first change yourself. We set the example. We are the teacher. We are the mother. We set the example.
Yes, and I hope we will again. The man.
Ran a good race and always kept the faith. Yeah. Life in the present is life's greatest present. Give Jah thanks for one more day. Throughout my journey, I've made some mistakes, been through stress and strife. I've been broken hearted, I've caused some heartaches. Some say that's just a part of life. I've been wearing a face that keeps on smiling, doing my best, I keep on trying. Nevertheless, there's no denying there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice that keeps reminding, treading a road that keeps on winding. Nevertheless, I keep on climbing. There's more work to be done. I keep my focus, I hold my head high, helped another run the way, yeah, yeah. Throughout the darkness, Jah always shed light for those who've gone astray. The eye is found in the middle of storms and a hurricane, protecting the young from predators through the night. For those who find shelter and refuge in Jah name, know in time everything's gonna be alright. I've been wearing a face that keeps on smiling, doing my best, I keep on trying. Nevertheless, there's no denying there's more work to be done. I've been hearing a voice that keeps reminding, treading a road that keeps on winding. Nevertheless, I keep on climbing. There's more work to be done. My spirit's willing, as long as I'm able to play my part in history, yeah, yeah. Where there's life, there's hope, and one door closed, one open. No giving up on victory. I've been wearing a face
said, this.
More work to be done. I tell you, third world.
Earth is a land in the fullness thereof. Beautiful people, most I Jah take care of. It's pressure was pipe and third world.
Hey you over there. Hey you.
Earth is a land in the fullness thereof. Beautiful people, most I Jah take care of. It's pressure was pipe and third world. To the world, yeah.
We love, we laugh, we cry. We smile, we frown, we sigh. We believe, we know we're right. No matter what they taught us or how we were brought up, yeah. We dream, we hope, we pray. We work, we toil, we play. We bleed, we grieve, we fight. No matter where we come from, this is my assumption. People of a different color. Bring to a different name. Find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children's sake. People of a different color. Bring to a different name. Find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children's sake. We see, we learn, we teach. We search, we earn, we see. We fear, we hurt, we weep. No matter what they taught us or how we were brought up, yeah. We grow, we bond, we feel. We fall, we bruise, we heal. We all think our burdens real. No matter where we come from, this is my assumption. People of a different color. Bring to a different name. Let's find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children's sake. People of a different color. Bring to a different name. Let's find a way to get along with each other. Do it for the children's sake.
We've been fighting ourselves for too long. Live amongst each other, what a perfect fusion. Whether you're African or a Cuban, I no see no color, only human. All I know is love and harmony. One family, that's the only way we ought to be. As far as the eye can see, I stand free. With unity, we have so many possibilities. And I've got so much love to give. Put your difference aside, yeah, I know so we live. Jah create the world for us, no burn, no breathe. Got to respect our one for how them is. Strictly positive, yeah.
People have a different Find a way to get along with each other. If you have a different, do it for the children's sake. People have a different color. Find a way to get along with each other. Make a difference. Do it for the children's sake.
Make a change.
Yes, mighty third world.
Bomber drop, damn you. Energy.
Yeah, you selector. More music and less talk.
Yeah, you see? So you can tell your friend them. No, last announcement before we gone. Nathaniel Gate, them say 242 arrests and more to come. Yeah, them say 10 theft, 162 drugs, 10 sexual offense, 5 robberies, 5 GBH, yeah, ADH, common assault, 14, drink driving, 2. I don't know how them do that one there. You know what I mean? And associate it with the carnival too. criminal damage 2. Well, that's very well. Public order disturbances, I don't know, 31. Right? Offensive weapons, foolish people, them leave home with something, 34. So all in all, them say that it was a wonderful carnival, you know, one of the more successful. Listen now, they make 93 million pounds. So last summer when we say when we are work out that Buju are gonna get released and everything, and we say that we could all bring Buju across here and have 3 concerts and have no facility we could buy, you know? And then me I say, the farewell concert could be his. The other 2 belong to we. So we buy the properties we require. And we're good. You see? So this carnival something that'll make enough money for other people, but still forgot the death and how it come about of this young man and his family all these years. And just to show play and amusement is our thing. 93 million, you know. You see? And then we have some people who say them have enough education or them have understanding about economics. I mean, I say no. All I'm saying that you are a jackass because you allegedly know so much about economics. You know so much about finance and everything. But yet still you do nothing. Bring different groups or organization them together to benefit the whole. And when we keep talking about the play and amusement, since we are good at the arts and the craft, has it benefited us as it has been benefiting others and it continues to benefit others? In some years back there when we had developed a program in Islington, and there's some people down there, the same problem that them have there down there, Stonebridge. Watts came over here and presented a suggestion that they use, but they present a suggestion to us and to Brother Leonard and him colleagues them at the Stonebridge Bridge Park Complex. And that was to organize our musicians and 2 or 3 times a year we have concerts to raise the running costs and everything for that project and any other projects that will be taking place in terms of women's centers and child nursery and so on. And he gave us a blueprint on how to go about doing that. And he had our brother Stevie Wonder that sat there and said that he, from the American side of things, he would be the first. He would just be the first artist that anyone can pencil in every year. And he held to that. Because I was working for a company that him order a lot of equipment because him transfer himself from Orange to variant other companies, and the company I was working for at the time was one of those companies. I'm just reflecting to say, we didn't do that. What did happen at Stonebridge is a couple of sound them came and a number of people got stabbed up. I have to tell the truth. And a life was lost also. And one of my brethren them got knocked down and finished up in a hospital in front of the same place because old people were moving and different things. But give thanks, he survived his injuries. But others that was in a fray, some did and some didn't. There's a number of bands, artists, Smokey Robinson, Stevie Wonder, and various other people that pledge, sign them name up for this type of events. So them would be the starters. And the brothers them went and got couple sound system. Whoever seduced them to that, I don't know. But a sound system, them bring cross. And you know, say the sound man them take all the money. And that wasn't a big money. That it wasn't even meant to be like that. It's meant to be like Wembley Stadium, Hyde Park, any of these big places, spaces to run these programs, these activities. Because money we are dealing with, we're not dealing with a pittance. So that fell through. And everybody still knows that we need structures and we need facility, we need premises, we need school, we need bank, we need cash and carry, we need supermarkets and everything. Everybody know that. But everybody's on a hustle. That's one of the things we have to face up to, the reality, and speak the truth about ourselves. We want a quick money, short change to purchase all kind of fandangos. But soon as certain conversation take place, everyone can run that lyrics about what could happen. So those people who vex with me when I say about Garvey, it's not Garvey, you know. It's the people them who hijack the name Marcus Garvey, who hijack them to say that them read the book and all these things, and they don't implement anything of his philosophy and his opinions. You know, the least thing we could have had is a ship or an airplane. You understand? And me, I said that. What the hell you gonna ask me, say, why didn't I do it? You see? And so we just start when we want short change. You understand? So you have all these people, and we have all these bands, all these groups, but we don't have people who organize for us. We don't have people who have those feelings, those aspirations, those desires, those tendencies. So when we use the thing to say Rasta, what happened to the Rasta brethren them? You see? So we lose Mortimer Planner, natural. We lose Gadman, natural. We lose Jalide, natural. And many others. You see? So, what happened to the transition? And then people have vexed that all kind of colors and this and that are go out there, and people are make money and everything commercialized. And all those things happen because there was no structure with serious intention. You see, theory without application is a nonsense. theory without application. You know so much, but you can't implement. It's a nonsense. So are we that? Not when it comes to play and amusement, not when it comes to entertainment, not when it comes to productions. No, we're not. So what is it that prevents us from really taking a thing to a live level? You know? And when we say live, I mean to say, well, the cultured value, the cultured essence, that moral strength, and institutionalize our culture and the framework that gives us that image. Not for others, for ourselves. That dignity that keeps, and we keep transitioning, keep reproducing and move on. The only hurdle that we have, our obstacle, is that we are the children of the slave. So we started with 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. You understand? We started with nothing. Are people that had to try and configure themselves to know them a name, to accept a name or change a name. Develop a culture or attach ourselves to a culture. You see? Have determination to survive. And that's what we have done, survive. Unless we decided to say, well, watch out, you know what? We don't like this life and just suicide. We never do that. So the amount of money that Richard Branson, him can't sue me, have made through his adventure into our craft and our arts in terms of music, he has done good for himself, his business adventure, and for him country. Airplane, you can't go to Africa, or can't go to the Caribbean for fly Virgin. Well, you can, but Virgin is the most popular worldwide. You can't go around the country without taking Virgin trains. Them run smooth, they're spacious and everything else. A service is offered to his country, his people. Where are we? So if we just brush Tulsa out of this carnival, and really, because he died, he was murdered, and that was put in place to calm us down and deflect our thoughts from ourselves. Because you know what? Our lives doesn't matter. And this is how these people have amplified the situation. And we keep falling into it. Don't try to create no lie. And that we do. So, Claudette Jones, she gone. And all those people that supported her, are not even supported her. The institution that she supported is Britain. The culture attaches, those ministers, them gone. And all the people them that was in support of watering us down and pacifying us, them gone, most of them gone too. Because if they were here, I wish them would talk. But most of them gone. Have died. So there's no history in relation to why this carnival come to bump. We don't want to hear about all these other goddamn thing where people are talking about this calypso band and that. No. It came to bump because them needed to regress us from a murder of one of us. And that must never be forgotten. Should never be forgotten. Just like all the lives in police custody and all the arrests and people dead in police custody. In police custody, in the street and in the station. And only God knows how much is in the prison. Is it? We don't know what's going on in the prison, you know. We know what's going on the street And we know what been happening in stations. And no justice for any. But none of them not 93 million. What if a money that you know? But somebody got to tell you about all these ethnic minority groups that's now involved. To hell with all that conversation. The real essence of the thing is, those people who understand commerce, economics, and so forth, you jackasses, you're not doing nothing for it. You're just there talking, talk up the thing, join your American scammers them, and talk up or something. And you're wise to tell people about supremacy. Stop that, man. Look at us where we have strength and we have weaknesses and brush ourselves up. That's what's required. That's why I can't tolerate no damn pastor. Not because he's a Muslim, you know. The pastor, them are rubbish people. Them supposed to be shepherd. And a shepherd have to know about them flock. Them have to know. And them have to be responsible for them flock. The shepherd is like a parent. Love them child. Know them child. And likewise the child know them. What the backside pastor is a pastor. Which pastor? You need a pastor, a pasture for the flock them to go in. And since we are not the flock, we are just the sheep. Metaphysically, we are the sheep. And the shepherd that have the news supposed to help we to structuralize ourselves and to see so that we don't stray and we don't get captured by foreign elements and our culture don't get polluted. You don't understand the thing, you know. And I think this thing is all about I know God, this, that. Yeah, but it's not the biggest part, man. So you get all these people who get on a high, spreading whatever it is that's on their minds. And all it is them see an avenue to spread something and become popular for a second or two. But they don't want a second. They want an hour. They want a month. They want a year. And we want guidance. We don't know so the politician people at them give don't work for us. Second, we don't know so if we knew that, then we wouldn't join them in a thing called independence celebration. But we still do. So instead of abandoning them because they've abandoned us, we rub up on them and rub up with them and drink with them and eat with them and grin with them. So everything goes wrong. And no white man listener, him set the thing up, but that we are institutionalize his program. And now you want to tell my son and daughters and others about supremacy, Caucasian supremacy. Stop that rotted. Stop it. Keep that nonsense to yourself, man and woman. Because how you know all of these things and you don't know what it is that we need to have. You know so much about them. The opposition you know so much about. We don't know nothing at all about us. You don't even know what we require and how to go get it and how to put the wheels in motion. That's kind of silly, rotted black people. And that's what theological education have done, you know. A man will come tell you he knows so much about goddamn King James and more about King James and King James relatives. And that they don't even want to know a damn thing about the thing because they know say it was an entrapment and something that was done, created. And him had to do something for him country. So what the hell is all this about? And we regurgitate and regurgitate and regurgitate and keep preaching that we know. And now we vex with one another because this one don't party with that one and that one not party with this one. And now you have all of these swings and roundabout. And it's all to do with this Caucasian thing, you know. Not an African thing. Not a black people thing. It's something. Don't even throw stones at me. Try to tell me, say, you're a Muslim, you've got a Caucasian thing. You don't say what you don't know. Me, I qualify myself, you know. Me know what I'm talking. Them people who oppose Al-Islam, you listen to sound bites, you don't know a damn thing. I mean, I see it again in a sound bites when I listen to, you don't know a damn thing. Maybe because you see a whole heap of Indian people. If you go Indonesia and Malaysia and everything, you see the millions of brass people that are Muslim, what would you say? And if you go certain parts of Africa, Nigeria and all these places, what would you say? A for we thing. And for our good human beings thing, if they but knew. Huh? We are the bearers. We are the teachers. We held the institutions and we still do. We're not playing second fiddle to anything. I wish people would challenge me on these things. May I tell you? Huh? And them man, they are easily telling everything that don't know them, that knew of me and some of them know me. You know, say me not bullshit, you know. You know that. You understand? You know that. You know, say me research, me dissect, reset, and everything. You know this is how I work my thing. And I pick these legs of mine and my family and we travel to Africa. To Africa, not goddamn some up there, Europe or some other damn place, and just get some skunk and then say, yeah, me cool. No, star. When I go Ethiopia, I never go Ethiopia search Selassie. I go Ethiopia I search Menelik. I go Ethiopia and search the family of the Nagus and Nagas. May I tell you? And we buck up on this imperial majesty. You understand? What am I saying? Trod your trod. Wake up before it's late. You understand? For wheat, all I'm saying is for wheating. And now I'm on that topic. Those who feel say that Italy didn't invade Ethiopia, I lie them I tell. Whoever told that story is a lie. The people them was in there, them raided, and they took what they needed. So Ethiopia can really query their religious movement. And furthermore, Ethiopia and all the others were not Christians. Christianity or whatever it's called was developed in Europe. On the backside, they want to put line Africa with that. They weren't sitting in Constantinople. They weren't sitting in Nice. They weren't sitting in Rome. They weren't the architects. They weren't sitting down there with the Greeks. Come on, man. They weren't in Nicaea. What is wrong with you people? And some of my brethren them that we all go to school and learn and read. It's not late in the day to go Cambridge University Press and check. It's not late in the day to go to British Museum, the British Library, and read. It's not late. But more importantly, it's not late to just get on a flight and go on the continent. And don't even just run up to Egypt. Just go straight into Abyssinia. I'm not part of the tourist guide, but it's about time we have a level playing field when it comes to information and education. Seriously, you hear me put it? when it comes to information and education. We need a level playing field. We can't have all this scattershot all about the place. And people who said that they're historians, not speaking truth to people. And people want to be teachers, lying to people because them can get a job through lie. Fooling the children at this time of our lives? Let us be serious, man. The transition is coming again. And what are we going to leave our children, see our children with our grandchildren, them prospering to? Subservient, mental subservience. And it's nothing to turn around and say, a white boy do that. We make ourselves weak and weak and weak all the time. It's about time we start falling in love with self again. The some boy, them just want the money, them say, return the love. Some of them said, let's go back to the glory days. So that's the sound. Why we had to leave it, you understand? Someone should say, wait a minute. So we are trying to say, yeah? Why did we have to leave it? So they're trying to reactivate something to bring back some morals and decencies and a loving vibes in the place them where two sound man are sewn a string up. If you didn't neglect, or if we didn't neglect ourselves in the first place, we wouldn't have to say we need to bring that back, because it's a part of us. And that's what we do here, and show people say the nonsense that them are going with is nonsense. And then them same people was running in and out of Europe, helping to culturalize a people that don't like your ass. 1 second they don't like you. So I don't know how the backside you up there trying to get some whatever their currency is called. Oh yes, euro, innit? Right? And so forth. Just to realize that at home your child is in problem. Some of them are already dead, others them in prison, and others them have to keep hiding somewhere or something like this. So you know, see the condition bad. And your mama tell you, say, I hope you're not out there doing all these nasty things. And you feel bad too. Because your mother tell you that at her young, ripe age. Yes? But you never turn around and tell her, say, Mommy, it's money me want, you know. And some of you get a shock of your life when you see your little daughter, Tarati, becoming a porn star. And it hurts. Because it's not close to home, it's home. So now everyone is going to swing around the boats and say, watch it, we need to bring back the love. The love should never be lost. The cultured value, the modality should never be erased, man. No, you look upon Asian people, Chinese people, and all kind of other people to justify that they're doing something that, and it should be that they're doing something for themselves, and we are the ones that ain't doing nothing. We're consumers. It's not they're doing something to us. It's we are not doing anything for ourselves. Like the useless conversation is taking place about Africa right now. It is not the devil that we know that we should hold on to. It's a new time and a new day. But if we ourselves, as children of the diaspora, were really intellectually prudent about certain things, we would have been with our brothers and sisters who was of our age, that generation, who are now negotiating with the Chinese and others and Japanese going into Africa. But now we are still on the other side and come up with a soundbite that they might take up everything. They might take up everything. So if they're taking up everything, you can see that. What is your solution? What is our solution? to help our brothers and sisters with the same generation to deal with that, or to help deal with that, or to look at that and have a response? Nothing. So how did we get into the arena when we can't even fart over here? We said, that's quiet. So that's quiet. Look at the qualification we have, look at the skills and techniques that we have, and see if there's anything we can offer the continent. And since we're not offering the Caribbean islands anything, we're not in the driving seat or position to be really commenting about anything. That's true talk. True talk. You understand? Because the best smelling fart we have is right here in England. It's right here in England. Something go wrong with the hustling, you know, say unemployment is there. Something go wrong with something else, you know, say welfare services there. But now the country is showing us, listen here, none of them things available to you now. The minute we look at you and you see that you have in breach this and this, we're deporting your ass. We don't care how long you've been here, we're deporting you where your parents was. See? So that's a wake-up call, long time. What did we put in place for that? What did we put in place for that? Where's our legal people who work on that immigration? So there's so much. There's so much. There's so much. I'm not showing off, but I'm telling you, I have children who seek chemistry, who seek a development for the continent, and things that them want to do scientifically and medically. And as far as I'm concerned, and my family, that is beautiful. Right? So if me pass out tomorrow, right now, me feel good. Yeah? I don't want to go, but you understand? But I feel good. Why? Because I already know the intention. You understand? And I believe them. I'm trying to support the best way I can, but I believe them. And I pray that them keep to that thought and so on. You understand? And I go about motivating others that come from the continent to continue to study very well here, and go and get their probational training so that them understand things, so when them go home, them can apply. You understand? And travel across Europe and look at some of these industries and so forth, so they know where to get their equipment. We're not talking sound system. We're not talking guitar and electronic drums. Yeah, so as so we go on, you understand, at this session. So guidance, you know what I mean? Yeah, guidance. But as we have put this thing across, you know, we are trying to show people them say, watch it, you see what we do here is the college. You see? The college. And we love it. Yeah, man, the college. With this tune here. Oh, gosh. See? This big bad tune. Hold on. Why the man give me a tune? With the tune there. No, that's not the thing. I have to play it tomorrow. I can't find it. Why is me I look for the tune? Hold this.
We're doing it all night. We're doing it all We're doing it all night. Saturday night, we're doing it all night till the broad daylight. All night. Saturday night, we're doing it all night till the broad daylight. Well, it's Saturday night and we are going out on the town. Go get yourself ready because you're coming with me. The moon is shining, the night is sweet. Come on, baby, spend the night with me.
Yes. Me find it. I gone now, no. Guidance. Listen this. I'm frightened for live.
A big one. Listen me. Hear me now.
Hey, you see if we dey go carnival, this would have rocked the place down in there, me I tell you. It would have take the place. You understand? The float, everything. Frightened for live. Yo, selector. Good night, star.
Listen me.
Listen me.
Hear me now. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Now, listen. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. One more time. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Yeah. I build me a coffin. I make it my home. Because that is my only choice, this kind of life. I leave it alone. Because when I look around and I see man raping their own daughters mercilessly, man living with man, woman with woman. So how must I live? I can't understand. Look, I'm frightened to live. Whoa, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. A bandit in my face with a gun. Take my earnings and began to run. I'm in the station reporting what the bandit do. I was the same bandit I was reporting to. Look, I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Whoa, I'm frightened to live. One more time, come again. I'm frightened to live. Hey. I'm frightened to live. Hear me now, It is so obnoxious when I look around. Things I just hear and see. My God, how could I go on? Children killing children every day. Parents guiding their children to go astray. Tell me how those youths getting all those guns, and where in the world those guns coming from? You see, I'm frightened to live. Where you? I'm frightened to live. You come again. I'm frightened to live. Sing. Hear this. If in my ceiling they find coke and gun, is my whole family they carrying down. But if the police get caught with the same refrain, all they getting is transfer to do crime again. You see, I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened to live. Sing. I'm frightened to live. I'm frightened to live. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Sing. Music. Now you see this verse? This verse is my verse. I love it. I want to listen to my verse. My verse. Yeah. If our child could die by the hands of a bandit, police may halfway search, they may never catch the culprit. But if Mr. Big Man child end up dead, they're going to paint the old damn tongue red, putting out all force and energy, finding the killer immediately. So how must I live? Whoa, I'm frightened to live. Come again, I'm frightened to live. Hey, hear this, I turn to church, that's the answer. Listening to the priest preach on the altar, while taking in the words of the Almighty. You know the priest pelting sweet at me. Is he I'm frightened to live? I'm frightened to live. Sing. Come again, let me hear. I'm frightened to live. Hey, I'm frightened. One more time. Yeah. Love all you. Sleep like a one more. My brother.
Yes, man. Frightened for live. Gone. Guidance.